Nathan Cox, thanks for joining us on Around the Home. Well, I've just been cleaning up a huge mess here that was left this morning. I just was finished making up the video for that, so if you want to check that out, how to take care of a really bad mess, top right of your screen will be popping up. But I realized I haven't made a video yet on how to actually use the Big Green from Bissell. Okay, this is a great machine. You can end up renting these from like your local grocery store, or you can also buy these. I actually own this one. Got it on Amazon on Prime Day a year ago. Okay, really worth the money. So if you guys, some of you might be wondering, why do you need to buy such a big machine? Well, if you got pets and kids and a large carpeted area, I actually recommend spending the extra money and getting like a professional unit. They actually have, so they have like the residential, which is the ones you see on the Walmart shelf. Then they have like a professional, and then they have a commercial grade. Okay, so this is like the professional grade right here. They have ones that are much more expensive than this. There will be Amazon links in the description down below. If you use those, it helps support the channel. Okay, and I think, I mean, the price has changed. Sometimes you can get them on sale, but you know, they were in between I think they were around roughly $350, maybe a little closer to $400. Again, if you get it on sale or not. Okay, but let's get back to how to use it. All right, now if you get it from the grocery store, the handle is probably going to be down like this. See, even Molly wants to come help. Okay, so really easy to use, and it makes it for just, you know, storage real nice. It's a good way to be able to get it into your car. Okay, but it's a simple, just click release right here for the handle. So the handle will fold down for storage. Okay, now when you're actually using the thing, there's another button right here, which it's got little knobs on it, so you can use it with your foot, and you just push that down, and that's what releases the handle to actually use it. Power switch is right up here. Okay, that was self-explanatory enough. Now the tanks, let's get to the tanks. The top one here is your waste tank. This is all dirty water. Okay, the handle locks, it's pretty easy. So when it's in the back position, it's locked, and you just push it forward and it pops off. Now if you're wondering what's this big green thing right here, well, that's where you attach the hose. If you want to do like the upholstery hose, it's also good for stairs. Anyways, dumping it. Now if you guys are wondering what's this red thing here, that's the float. So if the water gets too full, or if you take a sharp turn or abrupt stop and it's fairly full, this keeps the water from going in the motor. But if it does do it and lock in, the motor will make a much louder noise because it can't suck anymore. It's trying to suck, but it can't. And you have to shut the thing down to reset it, you know, for this to be able to drop and for it to reset and you go again. Anyways, let's dump this nasty water. All right, now sometimes hair will be found like around here, you know, maybe down here. It actually does really good when it comes to hair. It doesn't clog up, you know, but it's good just to get rid of any extra hair. Putting this back together is really easy. It's just gonna sit on there, make sure the handle's kind of there towards the front, and it locks in. Boom, you're done. Okay, now your clean water tank is really easy. Both things, there's nothing here that's like weird, tricky locks and stuff like that. You might find some hair around here. If you do, grab it, just, you know, throw it in the trash. That's it. That's all you gotta do to lift this up and out of here. Okay, now your clean water tank, very simply, unscrew this. There is a line. You probably can't see it in the video. There's a little notched line right there for your fill for your soap. So you would, whatever soap you would use, I'm actually in the rinse cycle right now. So I'm just pretending that's soap. You would just fill it up to the fill line, dump it in here, then make sure your tap water is hot, okay, because you want the hottest water possible, and then fill your tank up. And there's a fill line right over here, which is almost all the way to the very top. Okay, now I always say this whenever I screw anything together, is make sure you're not cross-threading the threads. We don't want to cross-thread them, so I actually go backwards until it pops down, and you know it's flat, and the threads are going to catch each other right, and then go ahead and just snug it up. Okay, putting these on is pretty easy. It says front here. You just drop it down, flap the handle down. Now we're going to grab the dirty water tank. Dirty water tank, just kind of line it up. She should drop straight down. Make sure it's not like kind of funky like this in the front. That's it. It's down, it's in. It doesn't have to lock. The suction is strong enough that it just clamps it together, and it's not a problem. Okay, it actually works very, very well. Okay, this is an awkward angle. All right, now people are gonna say, all right, now how much do you do with the soap? How much do you do with the clean water? Rinsing is as important as the wash. I really believe, because it's like shampooing your hair and then not rinsing it out. Okay, so you gotta rinse it. I normally do, for fairly soiled carpets, I normally try to do at least 3 passes with the soap, and I consider a pass as going forward and then back, and that's 1 pass. And at least 2 good passes on the rinse, okay? No less than that, so it doesn't hurt to do more. And on this machine here, the sprayer is back behind where it sucks. So that's why I go forward first, because when you go forward first, while holding the trigger down to actually do the spray, it's actually laying down its first layer of soapy water or rinse water. And then when you come back, still hold this down, and then you're just adding more to it as it sucks up. So it just helps to get a better clean by doing it that way. Hey, Molly, let's come back and say hi again. So let's just do a quick pass, and I'll show you what speed I normally do it at. Now, one neat feature this has is a little flow gauge right here. So when you're pulling the trigger, you know, and there's water coming through, it should spin. Now, sometimes it gets a little kind of stuck up, and it may not be out, but it's definitely, it definitely is kind of nice to know that you kind of lets you know if you run out of soap, you know, your clean water. Now, you can always lift it up while it's on and then see. Now, you might have just saw some dog hair there. It does recommend to vacuum if you have pets and stuff like that before you shampoo, because it just, you know, the hair gets everywhere. I promise you, you can vacuum really good, but it gets down into the carpet, and the shampoo will pull out hair you didn't think you even had. And it'll leave just little wads all as you're going. So just pick them up and keep going. Let me show you how to attach the hose and make that work. Now, if you do have the hose, you know, maybe you rented this and didn't rent the hose, or maybe you did. It's great for stairs and for upholstery. I find that's really where it shines. Hooking it up is real easy. I'll show you here. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, on the big tank here, you just pop that open. You stick the big hose end in, and it does have notches in there, so you kind of, it's going to go like that. Doesn't fit. Find a place where it just easily drops straight down. Hey, Molly. Your little fill line should be kind of pointing this way anyways. And you're just going to do a 1/4 turn, and it clicks, okay? So now your hose is right here, and the hose is kind of the same thing. It doesn't fit like that. Right there, it drops down, 1/4 turn, and you're locked. Then just turn on the shampooer, and then you have your little trigger right here. Okay, and that's going to do your sprayer, which comes out right here. And that's just really it. I'm not going to do it here for you, but you understand how to do it. Taking it off is just as easy. 1/4 turn to the left. 1/4 turn to the left on this. Click that back down, and it's unhooked and done. If you want to drain it, now if you want to drain the hose, take this end that locks in and drop that on the ground. And then up here, try as high as you can, and you're going to pull the trigger. And that way it's going to release it so there's no vacuum, and then it should, you know, be able to drain all the extra water out of there, so you don't keep water inside that fill hose, okay? Well, that's really the ins and outs of how to use this big machine, and I've really enjoyed it. I mean, okay, I don't really sit there and be like, yeah, get the clean, but I like when I have to do a job that I've got a tool that works well, does the job good, and it just makes it, you know, so I can get on to doing other stuff that I wanted to, okay? That's really what it boils down to. Anyways, thanks again so much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Check out our website with hundreds more videos organized really well. And you guys have a great one.